Is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 23 online game. Today we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. This Buccaneers roster was looking slightly different about, 5 months ago when Tom Brady said, yeah, I'm calling it quits, boys. It's been a good career. I'm damn near a grandpa. It's been a good run. You know, greatest of all time. Hang it up. It's all good. But, of course, Tom Brady, he got the itch. He's back for some more football for potentially multiple years. So Tampa Bay, their Super Bowl window is still wide open. They still got one of the best rosters from top to bottom in the league. And, of course, that's led by Tom Brady. That's the man we're focusing on today. Tom Brady's still at the top of his game. He's still an X factor. He's got pro reads. We're going to try to make that happen. First things first, we got to get on the field on offense, and that requires stopping Derrick Henry and the Tennessee Titans. 3rd down and 4, they'll drop back to pass with Tannehill, and that'll be an open fullback in the flats, Carter, for the first down to the 25-yard line. And this is what you expect when you play against the Titans, a heavy dosage of the king, and they're mixing it up in a number of different ways in this strong close formation right now, and we're kind of struggling right now. We do have the Bucs, so we got a lot of guys that can stuff up the run, as shown here on 3rd down. What a big play in the backfield that brings out Randy Bullock in the field goal unit for the Titans. So we'll take that stop. We'll take 3 points. He was running pretty good on us on the opening drive. So whenever you're feeling your opponent out and you give up 3 in a drive like that, when you're feeling him out, you feel like you're learning what he's doing. You know, it's all right to give up 3 points on the opening drive, right? You take it and then you learn for the rest of the game. But you got to answer back with 7 on the offensive end. Good news, we got the Bucs. We got a lot of weapons, including Lil Gio, still in the league. Oh, Tom Brady hit as he tried to let that one go. That'll be an incompletion. In order to get pro reads activated, we need at least 5 completions in a row of at least 5 air yards. So, no checkdowns, as you guys know with these quarterback abilities. Whoa! Little Gio shook him out of his shoes. Bye, fired. Hello, end zone. Gio still got some mustard in those boots. All right, I see you. Of course, Gio being the 3rd down back on this Bucs roster. They got Leonard Fournette as their main bell cow. And, yeah, we're mainly going to be passing the ball, so we might get a lot of Gio unless I manually sub in Fournette as Trent Cannon getting the return here. So that drive didn't do much for the X Factor, to be completely honest. That's going to be caught by the rookie Treylon Burks. Man, the Titans will need him to step up with the absence of A.J. Brown. And, of course, Julio Jones, who is now on these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2nd down, Tannehill blitz is picked up, and that'll give him the time to get it to Burks once again on the drive. And it just seems like whatever counter we have to what he's doing, he's got an extra play up his sleeve. He really, I don't want to say has mastered strong close, but he's got a lot of plays in it. So, you know, some people are like that, right? You go into a ranked match and you feel comfortable with one formation. You feel like you got a lot of counters, and no pun intended, because he has counter runs in here as well. 3rd down and 6. There's another one wide open, Austin Hooper. And yeah, some people just play like that, right? You can't really hate on them for it, right? You just got to try to stop it. And we're trying to stop it right now, but my opponent right now is taking a lot of clock down with him as he calls a timeout with 28 seconds to go in the half. Blitz on Tannehill, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett amongst the bodies in there. I believe Devin White was in as well. 3rd down and 12. We blitz once again. Levante David knocked the ball out, and it's picked up by Shaquille Barrett. Oh, Derrick Henry giving chase. We do the lateral. Oh, but Henry is on that as well. Try to get sneaky right there to get a touchdown before half. Instead, it's up to Tom Brady to make it shake. That's a dump down to Chris Godwin. That's probably not over 5 air yards, considering it was completed for 3 yards. So the counter is at 0 out of 5. We're at least in field goal range. We'll take a shot downfield. Mike Evans. Oh, boxed them out and made it look easy. Mike Evans, this 6'5 freak, and is absolutely dominant in regs, especially when paired up with Tom Brady, as we actually go for the 2-point conversion right there. Funny enough, the reason why I went for 2 was to check what the counter was at with Brady to make sure that Chris Godwin play didn't count, and it didn't. And we got the 2-point conversion as well, so yeah, 2 for the price of 1 right there. As Ryan Tannehill got one route going downfield. He will get it to Robert Woods, who will stay in bounds and pad his stats. That's all he really did right there. We'll get the ball to start the second half, and hopefully we can string some completions together and see what Pro Reads is all about. We are looking pretty good as far as, potentially winning this game, especially if we get a touchdown on this drive. This will be a touchback, don't worry. Have no fear. Cameron Brate is dancing right here as we go 5 wide. Blitz is picked up. Downfield, wide open. Julio Jones. Welcome to Tampa Bay. As we do a little celly right there. We could have scored the touchdown, but I need more completions. Oh, that's a dime by Brady. That's Kyle Rudolph. Not the red-nosed reindeer, but the former Minnesota Viking and New York Giant. In the end zone we go, and once again going for 2. Not because I want to go for 2, but to check the counter. I believe it said 3 out of 5 right there. So we're going to have to get this ball back. And hopefully this guy doesn't quit if we want to get pro reads in this ball game. Along with completing 2 more passes of at least 5 air yards. But right now, these Bucs are looking potent right now. And yeah, Julio Jones, the 4th wide receiver. That's pretty unfair as Treylon Burks will do it again to us. He beats Levante David downfield, and that'll be a touchdown for my opponent, which is not the worst thing in the world. Like I said, it's kind of in our best interest to keep this guy in the game, so I was just going to play really aggressive defense, and if we got burnt, we got burnt. Oh well, let's go back on offense and, play with these poor Bucs who have a couple of weapons, only a couple of superstars at the wide receiver position, just this one X-Factor quarterback. That's all we got to make something work here. Thankfully, a sack won't empty our bucket of completions in a row because that would be pretty devastating. This is not an easy X-Factor to get. It's not a pretty hard one either. I guess it's medium out there. It's just a weird one to get because you can't take checkdowns, even if they're open, as we get a beautiful connection to Kyle Rudolph. Brady put it to where only his tight end could catch it once again. I'm not sure if Kyle Rudolph will be the full starter. It's probably going to be split between him and Brady. What I do know is that's number 5, Chris Godwin, getting open against man coverage. You can't run man against Tom Brady, especially with these weapons. Now we're lit up with pro reads. Where do we go? RB? All right, I'll listen. We got it. That's a reception by Russell Gage. It's a gain of 6. Now where do we go? Pro reads is going to tell us. X? Yeah. That's the problem with pro reads right there as we throw it away. In order to lose pro reads, we have to take a sack. I don't believe incompletions matter. Just either take a sack or throw a pick as we get it to Kyle Rudolph, and that is actually going to be a first down. But yeah, pro reads in an online setting will not always tell you the right read to make as we don't listen to pro reads and score a touchdown to Russell Gage. And gauging by his performance, Russell pretty good in a Buccaneers uniform, right? The former Atlanta Falcons switching sides in the rivalry and all. So we are 28-10 now. Probably going to win this game. Got our pro reads going and probably going to force the rage quit if we get one more stop here. So that means we're going to have to get into another game to satisfy our Tom Brady fix. 7 or about 8 minutes of Tom Brady's not enough. We got to get some more love for Tampa Bay, Super Bowl champions of 2 seasons ago, as Tannehill on 3rd down got it to Burks. I mean, if there's one bright spot for this guy playing with the Titans, it's Burks. Oddly enough, though, after this first down, he pauses and quits the game at the start of the 4th quarter. I don't know if he had to go somewhere or what the deal was, but it's a pretty odd time to quit the game after you just got a first down conversion, but none of my business. We'll take the win that we're probably going to get regardless and move on with our lives. Now we're going against the Baltimore Ravens with these Buccaneers, and once again, if there's a defense you want to go into battle with against a run-heavy team like the Ravens or the Titans, these Bucs, they're the guys. Vita Vea, Devin White, Levante Davis, Shaq Barrett, all in that front 7. 2nd down, Lamar Jackson. That's a beauty. Oh, but it's dislodged from the hands of Mark Andrews by Jamal Dean. 3rd down. Jackson never stood a chance. Shaquille Barrett quick with the heat. 4th down from his own 25. This guy's setting the tempo of this game by going for it already as he goes play action with Lamar open in the flats. Oh, I don't think that's a first. It's not. That was a big-time tackle by the defensive back, Carlton Davis. And, of course, we went for that cut stick right there. You don't want to go up high on those tight ends, and the cut stick ended up being the beautiful decision to make as we are going to throw an incompletion here as he's running some tight man-to-man coverage right now. Once again, we got the weapons to diagnose that. 3rd down and 14, we go to Godwin. That pass was a little behind Godwin, so it did not allow us to turn upfield and get that first down. 4th down and 7, we got points off the turnover. I'm cool with taking my field goal here. Even though we are, doing Tom Brady stuff, we already got pro reads with Tom Brady. I'm not really gonna go all out to get pro reads in this one now. We actually got the pressure off of us a little bit. Let's just try to win the game, and let's just try to normally display Tom Brady, right? If the check down's there, we'll take it if it's open, and let's get some rack yards if necessary. As 2nd down and 2 on the 2nd drive of the game, my opponent has realized he has Lamar Jackson as he takes an unnecessary shot there from Shaquille Barrett. Oh, and Barrett right now, he's going to be in Lamar Jackson's nightmares the way he's playing off the edge. I believe that was David as Mark Andrews is on the run. Andrews with a stiff arm throwing down Winfield all the way to the 12. Jackson from a clean pocket, picked off. That's Edwards with the interception, and he's got some room to run, swerving Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson, one of the fastest men in the league, able to recover and make the tackle. But we do have an immediate red zone opportunity, and we're looking to take full advantage. Russell Gage carried all the way to the 2-yard line as we're actually going to go no huddle, stay in the empty set here, liking the look. Oh, but what is this? A quarterback draw with Tom Brady, question mark? Yeah, maybe not one of our better ideas. All right, I just wanted to see if we could make it happen. Obviously, not a good idea. 3rd down, Brady, back shoulder to Mike Evans for the touchdown on the fade. Mike Evans being dominant in this game and being with Tom Brady, it makes for a perfect matchup, especially in regs. You know, when you're playing with the Bucs, you got a lot of weapons, but Mike Evans is your number one guy. I believe he has red zone deadeye. He has deep out elite. He's huge. So, you know, all of that makes for him to just be an absolute dominant force out there. And that wasn't even man coverage. That was zone, but the cornerback backed off enough to where, you know, that outside window was open for us to throw it. And once again, with the pass leading him man 23, you can make those passes happen more so than you could in previous games, right? So trying to take full advantage of that whenever we can as we are early in the second quarter. That's a nice throw outside to the rookie Prochet. I've done a number of games with the Ravens, and I'm pretty sure I'm still just absolutely butchering that name, right? I think I called him Prosh, and someone called me out for that, so my apologies, man. Like, I'll have to get the full pronunciation of that guy, because I'm sure he's going to be a baller in the league for years to come. 3rd down, empty set, Lamar got it to Bateman, and I believe one of our defensive backs just fell in coverage. The man who was responsible for the flats, looks like Antoine Winfield Jr., incidental contact, tripped up there, play on, and next play, it's a touchdown. It's Bateman, 4-6, Rashad Bateman. He's going to have a big responsibility in the Ravens offense after they traded away Hollywood Brown in the offseason. He's essentially the number one guy right now. So, yeah, a lot of pressure, a lot on his plate right now to make a shake as we got Darden on the return here, and that was not really the way I expected. The blocking the lineup right there. So we'll take over at our own 16-yard line. Brady downfield, jump ball, and Mike Evans got it because, of course, Mike Evans got it. You know, when you're playing with Evans, you have no fear of just throwing it deep. That's an open Evans. Don't worry about the jump ball because Mike Evans got enough separation for the touchdown. Hey, maybe we get Mike Evans double me in this one. Why not, right? Like, we got Brady as pro reads. Now we work on getting Mike Evans double me because I believe that's 2 out of 3 of the 20-plus yard receptions needed to get Mike Evans double me. If not, 3 out of 3 already. Right? I haven't really been keeping track, but something we're going to have to start doing in this ball game. And like I said, man, like I'm telling you guys, whoa! Levante David Lurker is a beast. We could have potentially cribbed that one, but I want to get Brady and Evans back on the field here as, that time Mike Evans, he had about half the Ravens roster covering him on that out as we are going to go down low to Kyle Rudolph. That'll move the chains. And once again, my opponent, he's trying to double Mike Evans whenever he can. This time we look for Evans. Had some space outside, try to pass, lead that one, maybe asking a little bit too much as Brady taking off. Tom Brady with a nose for the end zone, but instead he gets popped, walloped, as we're taking unnecessary risk right now with Brady. That's a run commit through the lag. It's a touchdown to Tyler Johnson. I thought Mike Evans was there, and the game lagged when I got the snap off, and I was like, wait, am I going to get this throw off? Wait, that's not Mike Evans. Wait, he ran commit? Bet. Cool. Move on with our lives. We'll score a touchdown. We'll get a 17-point lead out here. And, yeah, the defense of the Bucs is definitely making it happen. I mean, they got a number of guys on this roster that are just, like, crazy good, right? You got Levante David and Devin White, right? Those are 2 of the best user linebackers, period. Levante David downfield with Lurker. I have full confidence I could go up there and get the pick and dance on this poor guy. Do not put your hands in the cookie jar. You will not get away with it. And if it's not Levante David, Devin White's one of the fastest linebackers in the entire league. So, Yeah, I mean, the Bucs are still one of the top teams to use in regs once again, right? It's about the same, right? The Bucs, the Ravens just because of Lamar Jackson, the Bills with Josh Allen. The Chiefs, I don't know where they rank, but I'm sure the Chiefs are still up there with Mahomes, Hardman, and Travis Kelce. But, without Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs might get bumped out of the top 5 as we are going to go outside. Russell Gage, oh my, perfect accuracy. That is a great way to define that play because Tom Brady is cooking with hot sauce right now as he's going to get sacked as I say that. We get ball to start the second half so we can really put the final dagger in this game. Want Evans but won't get it as, like I said, my opponent's really trying to put a lot of resources to stopping Mike Evans, but he's left him one-on-one. And why did I not throw it? Why did I throw that instead? I'm like, questioning myself right now. I'm mad at myself. I know how you guys feel sometimes when it's like, man, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I mean, Mike Evans wasn't open, but it's like, that definitely wasn't open. At least Mike Evans would have had a chance right there. Throw up that jump ball, and I believe that's the exact same route we threw the jump ball to Evans earlier in the game and got it. So, yeah, Tom Brady, he's got set feet lead as one of his superstar abilities once again. That makes him pretty good, right? It's not gunslinger, but it's just about you get that increased throw power when throwing in the pocket. And when you're playing with Brady, you're pretty much always throwing in the pocket, right? Or I don't know if it's pocket or just standing still, but Lamar Jackson, watch out. That's a great throw to Mark Andrews, though, and that should be enough for the first down. And, of course, like I said, pro reads is very subjective, right? Like, in offline, it definitely works a lot better, but in online, the button, they light up the buttons really quick, and you take the risk of throwing it to whoever lights up, and someone's user can come in and just absolutely bait you. Like, pro reads does not account for someone's users. So that's the only thing I say about that with pro reads. Approach with caution and online. But you guys saw pro reads. I mean, for the most part, that gets you the open guy. But also, you guys saw the play we got the touchdown to Russell Gage on that corner route that they were trying to get me to throw it to the running back. The running back didn't even look open. And instead, I just waited long enough for that corner route to get open against the man coverage and made it work for us as we get the pretty sloppy return here with Darden. This game's about to wrap up as our opponent is pretty close to quitting in this one, as you can tell by the length of the video, if you couldn't. So we got a couple more plays on offense here, and then we're going to bounce. I don't even think we score a touchdown on this last play. Similar to the last opponent, I think this guy just randomly quits here. This was the breaking point for unknown reasons, getting a simple in route there to Chris Godwin for the first down. So, yeah, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed it. GG's to my opponents in this one. Subscribe for more Madden 23 gameplays. If you guys want to continue seeing these X Factors lit up, we'll be doing this series until the NFL season starts. And on that note, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.